Okay, so you like some hero or character and you want an action figure, but there's a lot of producers, lines and series. It may be hard to take a grasp on all of that. So there is a need for a guide, and I want to make one. Hey, I'm Botsky, and I will show you various plastic incarnations of popular heroes. And today we will take a look on action figures of Harley Quinn. Okay, let's start with some basic rules. I will show you action figures, not statues, not figurines, not Funko Pop minimates of any of this kind of stuff. Just posable action figures. Secondly, I will keep this guide in a realm of figures from 3 3/4 inches to about 7.5. The most popular scale that I myself also collect. And of course there may be exceptions from this rule in the future, but that's basically what I'm trying to do here. Oh, and you probably can hear by now that English is my second language, so I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations and other stupid mistakes. Okay, let's do this. We will kick this guide off with the very first Harley Quinn action figure from line Adventures of Batman and Robin, made by Kenner in 1997. Based on her appearance in Batman the Animated Series, this figure is about 5 inches tall. Very basic articulation, classic 5 points of rotation. This line was all about stylized look and playability that is embodied in accessories. Pistol with flag with bank on it and giant boxer glove that you can shoot in Batman direction. This figure will be re-released with better paint on accessories in a 4-pack from Batman New Adventures Arkham Asylum Escape with Batman, Two-Face and Poison Ivy. And years later, in 2002, this figure will be on market once again, this time by Hasbro, in their line Batman in 2-pack with Batman, only in jest. Harley will have darker paint on her suit there. For next action figure, Harley was waiting to 2004, when DC Direct released their version in Hush series. She is based on Jim Lee art. She's about 7 inches tall and, as DC Direct usually go, not very movable. She has some points of articulation, but she's also pre-posed, and due to that she have a hard time standing on her own. Without included stand, the same that all figures in the line have, she will fall almost immediately. In terms of accessories, she have giant gun and even bigger hammer. But pistol is molded to her hand and not removable, so I don't really know if we can count that as an accessory. This figure will be re-released 2 times, in 2010 in 2-pack Mad Love with Joker and copy of comic book where Harley appeared for the first time. In this release she has much more metallic paint and improved fit that allow her to stand firmly without any stand. But she lost her hammer. And this Joker is from Justice line, based on Alex Ross art, so they not go together very well. And second release of this Harley, with improved paint and fit, was in 2014, 3-pack from DC Collectibles with Joker and Scuba Diving Batman or something like that, and this time she also has her hammer. Overall it's a beautiful figure with great sculpt and in re-releases with really eye-catching paint. If limited posability is not end of the world to you, you probably should try to find her. But if posability is absolute must for you, then you should definitely check out Harley released in Wave 2 of DC Universe Classics from 2008 by Mattel in my beloved 6-inch scale. So much points of articulation on this thing, with up crunch and waist swivel. Not surprising that many fans consider this to be definitive Harley Quinn figure. Instead we got big, but not as big as last time, gun, hammer and collect and connect piece of Gorilla Grodd. Unfortunately, folks at Mattel decide to ruin this figure with blue face. Why? Nobody knows. But in 2011 they make it up with Mad Love 2-pack with Joker in suit. Now this Harley has white face like she should from beginning. Other than that, this is exactly same figure with same accessories. A little break from bigger figures as we take a look on released in 2008 by Mattel, Harley from Justice League Unlimited. That was exclusive for MattyCollector.com. This 4-inch line has very stylized figures with limited posability. Harley is not exception from this rule and looks just like in TV show. You will also get translucent small stand. JLU figures are not for everybody, but if you like that style, here you are, Harley for you. And then ARKHAM games happened and a whole bunch of figures from them, including Harley Quinn. First one is by DC Direct from 2011 from Arkham Asylum. In this creepy nurse outfit, Harley looks great. Very detailed scalp, looks stunning. Great paint job, only with little mistakes here and there. To take a virtual character model and make it into plastic form, that wasn't easy, but DCD make great job. Posability is also not that bad. 90 degrees in elbows, less than in knees, rotation in biceps, ball joint and arms, everything you can expect from less agile, not ninja style character. Accessories this time: pistol with serum that will transform Joker into Titan, and stolen from Warden stuff. In 2014, now as a DC Collectibles, this figure will be re-released in 4-pack with its wavemates Batman, Joker and Scarecrow. She will have little different, brighter and I think better paint job with little blood paint details on skirt. Unfortunately this time Harley lost her stuff that was included first time. But another game was already on the market and there was a need for new Harley from Arkham City. Two companies were going to make one. First is from DC Direct, over 6-inch Harley in her new outfit. She got baseball bat and little stand. Once again sculpt was great, but this time paint job is little clumsy, especially on the face. Without any shading, face looks flat and more as a mask of some kind. Posability is on standard mediocre level. This time big issue was her arms that won't stay in line with the body. She cannot put them next to her torso. We will get this figure once again in 2013, 2-pack with Mr. Hammer by DC Collectibles. Here she has a little brighter paint job and comes without a bat. And once again, in the same year, she will be featured in 4-pack with Batman, Nightwing and Robin in funeral makeup. Funeral of Joker, of course. And much darker suit with many black details. In this version she has pistol and little Scarface figure painted in honor of Mr. J. But if we are talking about Arkham City Harley, Mattel really destroys DCD version. Released in third wave of Batman Legacy series in 2011, Harley is just better figure in every aspect. Face has a better paint job, posability is significantly increased, with only major gripe being a neck joint that prevents her from looking up. This figure is 7-inch tall, so she may not fit in your DC Mattel collection. In terms of accessories, she has baseball bat made of soft rubbery plastic, a little tool rubbery and a name stand. Both figures of Harley from Arkham City may appear similar, so be careful when you are picking one from eBay. For me, it's Mattel all the way. Okay, let's stay in the world of virtual entertainment, but we'll change a game for Injustice Gods Among Us. And based on it, figures released in 2013 in 3 3/4 inch scale. Harley was released in 2-pack with Cyborg. I haven't played the game, but I must say that this design of Harley is not my favorite. Same thing with the scale. So I just move on and only mention that she has pretty good articulation and has no accessories. As you can tell, as we are getting closer to present time, the more and more Harley figures appear. Arkham games and DC Comics reboot to New 52 make her a really popular character, and action figures are showing just that. So there's still a lot to cover. Year 2014 and released by DC Collectibles in small line Suicide Squad, Harley. Another figure in 7-inch scale, this time in design that I don't like at all. Articulation is again below DCUC standards, especially this awful hip joint that allows only to forward and backward movement. But there is a curious little thing, articulated ponytails. It's really a shame that DC Collectibles not always include extended posability like in, for example, Batman from Arkham Origins. Oh well. This Harley comes with giant hammer and 2 guns. Same year, Mattel will take us in realm of 4-inch figures with Harley from DC Comics Multiverse line. Harley is obviously based on her appearance in Arkham Knight game. And this figure is just plain ugly. Face has green corpse shade to it and looks like something made of Play-Doh. She has no articulation in elbows. Of course, beside that, sculpt is not bad and she has nice hammer, but I cannot recommend this figure to anyone. And now something completely different, straight from Japan, from SH Figuarts, line by Bandai, Harley from Injustice Gods Among Us from 2015. Now that figure is on completely different level. 6 inches tall, whole bunch of accessories, interchangeable hands, faces, pistols, hammer, knife that you can starch on a figure, and Joker card. Paint job, sculpt and posability are real top notch here. It is without a doubt best articulated figure from all that we've seen today. But that all comes with the price. This Harley is about $50, $70 or even $100 depending on deal that you can find. So it's also the most expensive one. If you want more, there's more. Harley Quinn from Arkham Knight by DC Collectibles from the same year. At last, DCD decided to give her more articulation, so this 7-inch piece is more posable than any other from this producer. Finally, normal universal hips, double knees, and all that without any cuts in budget for sculpt or paint. They are still very good. 2 interchangeable hands, baseball bat, pistol, clown from the box, and but something. If you like this design of Harley, this one is the best from ARKHAM games in my opinion. We are now approaching moment when DC realized that Harley is real cash cow, and they decide to exploit that by releasing almost every incarnation possible. That's the case with her figure from Supervillains line by DC Collectibles, who has roller skates. Another weak design in my opinion, has little in common with classic costume, but figure itself is not so bad. She has removable roller skates, hammer and pistol. Much more interesting in my opinion is Dr. Harley Quinn from 3-pack Arkham Origins with Shiva and this Shocker from DC. Oh, that's something really different. Harley before she became Joker's minion. Okay, maybe possibility is not impressive and her only accessory is this folder or whatever that is called, but she's really stand out in crowd of other figures. But why make such interesting and unique figure when you can make Harley in rompers? Fan will shit themselves. Okay, I may be overreacting, but this Harley by DC Collectibles from Infinite Crisis is another one to forget in my eyes. She has a bunch of accessories, but articulation is limited to neck and hands, and she has, oh how freaking funny, butt panties. Time for the last figure in this guide. From Batman the Animated Series. Of course, this line takes designs from beloved animated show and quickly become fan favorite. Figures stand about 7 inches tall and have some articulation, but stylized look is much more important in this case. Harley comes with interchangeable hands, gun, fish from one episode, and stands similar to other figures in line. She's a real treat for those who remember 90s show in her classic costume not seen for a while. And we already know that there will be re-releases in 2 packs with Joker and in 5-pack with other female characters from DC animated shows. But if for some reason you think that's not enough figures of Harley Quinn, next few months will be filled with her. There will be Harley from designing series Darwin Cook, from DC Icons, from Arkham Knight in classic outfit, from New Adventures of Batman. Still not enough? There will be whole mini-series of 4 figures devoted strictly to Harley. And there are still Suicide Squad movie on the horizon. There will be a bunch of figures from it. For the moment of recording these words, we've seen only one in 6-inch scale. So there's a ton of figures and there will be even more. Okay, that's all. If you like this guide, tell me about it in comments. Subscribe and check out other guides. They are in Polish, so you probably won't understand a word, but they're also very visual based, so you probably will make sense of it. As for now, thank you once again, and till the next time.